scoreboard as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Check out. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check out.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They're not ready for this, man.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Luck, man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Get the ball.
Here's Grant. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Murray now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 55 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. 21-0 our score after 1. After the turnover, here's Murray. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
I'm coming, boys, son. 11.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Rolling to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Luck now to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
A gain of 16 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That's caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. Throwing his lob. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lock. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go back to the ground with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
First down, Baltimore.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
They'll run with Madison, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watch Mike. Crunch. Hey, he's coming to you.
Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think
now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
it definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Locke. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They are going for it. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On second down, this is Madison. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, an even 90 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception early, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This will be caught by Brown. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?